Hello friends, welcome to the Infologs YouTube channel. In today's video we'll see how we can integrate the routing section in our Blazor component application. So if you go ahead on infologs.in website on the article number 7, route integration and templates in ASP.NET Core Blazor. Okay, we are going to talk on this topic. So the routing is the important thing in any web application, right? So here we'll see the default template, or what are the options are provided in that template. So basically we don't need to create a new application for that, so we have it already. So we'll definitely use that existing application and just see the routing integration kind of things. So let's start with the article. So yeah, Blazor server. Okay, this is all about the server application. Again, I just need to clarify all this stuff. So we are not talking any WebAssembly Blazor application. This is the server application. Yeah. So Blazor server is integrated into the ASP.NET Core endpoint routing, and ASP.NET Core app is configured to accept the incoming connections for interactive components with map Blazor hub in startup.configure. Okay. So if we talk about the any application that we have created till now, so I'll close all of this and I'll use the last show loader application. We don't need this. So in our startup.cs class, here you'll see some kind of configuration. So we are saying, hey, I wanted to use routing. That's fine. So what will be our endpoints? So multiple endpoints here, multiple endpoints are there. So first of all, I wanted to use the map Blazor hub. So that is specifically for the Razor pages. Okay, but before that, I also needed to include the service for Razor pages as well as the server side Blazor application. Okay, these are the two services that I have included. And basically you don't need to do that if you are creating a basic using the basic template. So all this kind of thing will be available by default. So still as a developer you should know how things are working. So here we are using the routing and also configuring the endpoints. So endpoint will be map Blazor hub. Okay, so here you will see. So now what is this underscore host kind of thing? So that is the important. Okay, most typical configuration is to route all requests to Razor pages, which acts as a host for all the server side part of the Blazor server application. By convention, the host page is usually named as host.cshtml. Okay, by default this is the host.cshtml, right? The route specified in the host file is called fallback route because it operates with a low priority in routing matches. Okay, the important priority will be like this. Whenever any component is getting executed or any URL needs to map, so priority will be this, first priority will be this, and then later priority will be the fallback if there is not any matching request found in the Blazor hub. Okay, the fallback route is considered when the other route doesn't match or don't match. This allows the app to use other controllers and pages without interfering with the Blazor server application. This is the important thing. So the Blazor developers have consider that anyone can include the other MVC kind of thing in the Blazor application too. So if you wanted to do that, this sentence is for that. Okay, so you just need to map your endpoint appropriately and it will work. So route template. So route component enables routing to each component with a specified route. The route components appears in the app.razor file. Okay, that is very simple. App.razor, this is our starting point of our Blazor web application. So this is our router template, and we have a few things like found context and this is our main layout assembly. So where's the main layout? So if we go ahead into this shared folder, you will see the main layout Blazor component, and this is our startup point. So here you will see that layout component base and all this basic stuff, and then we have a body kind of thing, right? And then if the request doesn't match to anything, then the layout view will provide this message with there's okay, you can customize it too, depends on your requirement. Okay, so there are a few layouts available. So if you visit this ASP.NET Core Blazor layout thing, so here you'll see a different kind of layouts available in the Blazor application. So here you'll see the layout component base, the default layout that we are using it, then specify layout in components, okay, centralized layout selection, then nested layouts. Okay, you can go ahead and see this basic idea about the layout count of layout things. Coming back to the route integration, now provide a custom content. Okay, that's how talked about. We can say, hey, I don't want this message. Okay, but before that, what is the message is coming? So let me open up the application and I'll try to access this invalid component. So here you'll see the sorry, there is nothing at this address. So instead of that message, I can customize it, and I'll say, hey, sorry, a little bit in bigger words, and then as this is changes in our register page, so I have to stop this application and hit the F5. So now if I try to access the invalid URL, so our Blazor map hub should return the appropriate message. So as soon as I go ahead and use fetch data, it's loading kind of perfect things, and then sorry. Okay, or you can also navigate to the specific URLs if this kind of message is coming to the user's way, right? Now coming to the article, so we have now route to components from multiple assemblies. Okay, this is the important kind of thing if your project is going to a bigger project. Let me talk about, let's say I am referencing a component that is available in the third-party assembly, right? So in that case, what I have to do, I have to assign, or I have to tell my Blazor application that anyone if asking for the component 1, that is registered over here, and you have to map it accordingly. So use the additional assemblies, okay, that is available in the router template, router component, right? Parameter to specify additional assemblies to the for the router component to consider when searching for routable components. The specified assemblies are considered in addition to the app assembly specified assembly, right? Here we are talking about this kind of code here. So component 1 is routable component defined in a referenced class library. The following additional assemblies example is like this. So we are also going to create this kind of examples in our upcoming videos. So you'll get clear-cut practical idea about how this routable component can be configured for the router component, right? So in this article we have seen how we can integrate the routing in ASP.NET Core Blazor application, what are the default map Blazor hub, what are the default endpoints, so what kind of services we have to include before using any Blazor application server side. And we have also seen the router template as well as route to each Blazor component with a specified route. This configuration also includes the content if no route matches with a predefined route. Okay, so we have also seen like if there is not matching any Blazor map hub, in that case we have the framework automatically fall back to the _/host.cshtml, right? And then we have also seen the how we can include or route to components from multiple assemblies. Okay, this is the important one. So currently with what you have to keep in mind that we if you are using any third-party assemblies or we can say the routable component which is from derived from, or we can say available in the different assemblies, so you have to register that component over in the router template. Otherwise you cannot route that that component. Okay, so as it implies, it's a basic common sense. If the component is coming from outside of your project, and so you have to register it somewhere, so your application got to know that this is the third-party application, sorry, third-party component, and then you have to route it accordingly, right? So at the end of the article you'll see a few other routing kind of articles. So yeah, we'll create a separate video on that articles. So I think you got a basic idea about routing, so how this is configured, how this basic application is created with the startup.cs, and what are the layouts and how we can use that. Well, how we can use that, that is not the clear thing, but what the default application provides us, and the understanding of default application, that is also important. So this video is totally dedicated to that kind of stuff, right? So just a simple thing, so on the top right corner you'll see a lot of notifications of I button, so I'll recommend you should watch that playlist that is available for ASP.NET Core, Blazor itself, and C# and maybe a mobile iOS mobile development as well. And the last you'll also see the links to the website, so you'll see or explore more articles about programming languages. And at the end of the screen, so you'll see the four options, one for the subscriptions, one for the Blazor playlist, whatever the video we have created for the Blazor application development, you'll see in that playlist, so you don't need to search for a single videos and all kind of stuff. And then we'll see two videos, that is next and previous kind of thing. So you'll I hope you should watch a next video that is available on routing and getting parameters from the routing, right? I hope you have enjoyed this Blazor video, enjoying this Blazor video series. If you have any questions, you can definitely ask in the comment section, or you can connect to us on facebook.com/infologsin, as well as on Twitter, that is infologsin, at infologsin. Our team member will definitely try to resolve your queries if you have any. I hope you don't have any queries, but if you have, then don't hesitate to question us. We'll definitely provide the answer to you. Okay, I think yeah, we have covered a lot of things. So yeah, the important one is keep learning, try to learn new things. Till then, see you in the next video. Thanks.